Well, hey there. I sure did miss you. Did you miss me? Now, the books that I have going on here, I'm not going to say there's anything too major going on here. But there are a couple of Market Watch books and just some overall cool books to look out for on the next hunt. So let's get right into it. Now, I think this was about a year and a half ago. I showed you these, but just maybe for a split second, and then I kind of put them away because I meant to do a collection video, and I wanted to get into these a little bit more. These four copies of New Mutants '98, but I just never got around to it, and that was like a year and a half ago. But in this video, in honor of the Deadpool movie coming up, we will get into them in a little bit. But first, let's start off with this book right here. Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel, #1. The Blue Marvel is a horrible name for a superhero, but this book is really hot right now. I'm not quite sure what it was going for maybe a couple of months ago, but I had this on my want list for maybe, I want to say, maybe a month before I actually did pick it up and find it. This book is really tough to find. The place where I did find it, it was, I don't, I don't think at that time people were really looking in that section for it. So I was super lucky to find this book. Trust me, I was really lucky to find this. This thing was tucked away, hidden. It was in, you know how it is when a long box is really like packed and you really just can't get your fingers in the in between comics. That's pretty much the case when I found this. That was how it was. So but I persevered. I got through it because I had that inner strength. And I got this. This book goes for around, I want to say around 20, which is, I mean, listen, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of money, but for a comic, especially for a newer comic, that's a relative nice amount. And this character, the Blue Marvel, he is one of the current members. Well, he's a member of the current Avengers team right now. He's that. I think he's with Miss Marvel, Black Panther, and I forgot a couple of other team members, but he's on that current roster. So this book is really hot right now, and I think even like the rest of the series 1 through 6, like 2 through 6, those are relatively I think those are getting snatched up too, because when I went back to the store, because I basically only picked this up, and I think maybe a couple other of those issues were there. Like when I went back to the store a couple of weeks later, they were missing. So I think the series as a whole is going for a nice little chunk. All right, now I found Detective Comics #49 the Wednesday that it came out. Like, I knew this book would be like super hot because it was selling out all over the place, but for some reason I just could not get off my ass to go to the comic book store on Wednesday to go get it, because I was just like, I was out. I was so beat. Like, my job leaves me like half dead whenever I'm not when I'm off of work, I'm basically trying to sleep and recover pretty much. So lately, that's how it's been. So I just could not, I couldn't get up to go to the comic book store. And this was on Wednesday. And when I finally did muster up the energy to go, it was on a Friday. And the 3 stores that I went to, they were gone. And even the regular copies with that ugly ass cover, those were kind of in low supply too. So I was like, wow, I guess I'm kind of ass out. And I go to the comic book store on Saturday, which is tonight, and which was, that didn't sound right, but you get what I'm saying. Which was today on Saturday, and I go to I think I went to 2 stores previously. I mean, yeah, 2 stores prior, and those were in the issue was missing, and I'm just like, oh crap, I guess I'm just not gonna find the issue. And then I go to another store, and there it was. There were actually 3 copies there, and I probably could have bought all 3, but I don't know. I really just didn't feel like buying all 3. So I was happy with the one that I found. So I made sure to find the best looking copy out of the 3, and just be happy with the one that I have. And it's a great looking cover. Neil Adams, Detective Comics. Did I even mention the book, Detective Comics number 49, the Neil Adams variant? Is this the first time that we see Neil Adams draw Harley Quinn? I mean, you have a great homage cover. He's homaging himself, which is awesome. Neil Adams is homaging himself, and I think this might be the first time that Neil Adams is actually drawing Harley. So that's cherry on top, right? So this book is going for, like at the time it was going for like around what, 15, maybe almost 20. It's definitely tapered off to like maybe around 12 ish. I think it'll easily go at around 10. So it's going for double the price. I don't see it going for any more than that in the near future. So I would just say expect to pay 10. All right, but I found it for cover price. Found 3 copies for cover price, but I only bought 1. And at this same store, I was so surprised. Like when I found this, I'm like, what else could I find? And I found this. Deadpool number 6. Again, this book came out maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Again, I was just too out of it to go to the comic book store to try to get it when it first came out, and it kind of sold out everywhere. I'm not going to say it's an expensive book at all, but it is tough to find cover price at your local comic book shop, So, and this book was tucked away as well, so I'm just like, okay, because it gave me the gumption to try to find it, and I did. So Deadpool number 6, first appearance of Deadpool 2099. Yay! All right, we're moving on. Now I went to a new comic book store that hasn't even opened yet. Like it was kind of like a soft opening. That didn't sound right. But the books that they had, like they considered, their kind of mega keys and all that kind of stuff. They had like a box of what they considered to be mega keys, and I already had those books, and I think I had like 2 copies of each in better condition. But but they said that they're gonna open kind of like later on in the week, and I'll check it out. Once they have more books in. But I did find this. This is a book that I've totally been searching for. X-Men 303. This is the second gold second print. I don't know if you consider this a So Much Fun variant, but it's a second print, and this book is really, really super tough to find. I know that there were some copies on eBay that were going for like $30, but there are some on eBay right now with buy it nows of like $10, and they look to be in really good condition. So I don't know. I would buy, like if I had seen those prior, I probably would have bought one for like 10 or something, maybe like 10 with free shipping. Like I don't think I would have paid any more than that. But I found this. I got this for $1.50, and I also picked up. Now here's something this is something I never even seen before. Moon Knight number 1. I believe this is from 2000. Was this from 2006? The 2006 series of Moon Knight. Now this is a special preview, and you can tell it's a special preview by the not for resale. Where the UPC should be. Now, I tried looking this up, and what I found was that it is a preview book, and issues of this the issues of this can range from like around $50. The last time this was on eBay was about maybe a week or 2 weeks ago, and this went for like a little over $20. So I think it went for like maybe $22. So this was a really good find. Um, got it for $3. So I'm like, okay, cool. So this is the Moon Knight preview. It's like, where do you even go to find a book like this? You know what I mean? Like, this was just like the most random thing. Like, if you asked somebody at like a comic book store, "Oh, do you have the Moon Knight #1 preview?" Like, they're probably gonna scratch their head and just be like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, where do you go to find something like this? And 9 times out of 10, this might just be in your in a dollar bin or something like that. You know, so I would definitely keep an eye out for this. So the Moon Knight preview, really cool looking book. Here's something I picked up at this store. So I basically picked up 3 books from this place. Like, I think for the first like 20 minutes that I think I was there for about like a half hour. And the first like 25 minutes that I was there, I was looking through books that, you know, I just wasn't interested in. And then towards the end, that's when things got better. Marvel Comics presents #1. Now this is a J. Scott Campbell variant. Well, actually, it's not even a variant. It's like the regular cover, but it is an awesome. This is like such an awesome cover. So you got here's the front cover, and here's the back. So you got Deadpool, Daredevil, Kazar, Thing. Oh, Man-Thing. So he basically has pretty much every Marvel character on this one cover. How awesome is this? And it's a J. Scott Campbell cover. And this book really doesn't go for a lot either, which is another win. So like, if you find this for maybe, I don't know, if you find this for $3 or less, score. Okay, me personally, I probably wouldn't pay that. I wouldn't pay more than that. So Marvel Comics presents #1. It's like it's the regular cover, so it shouldn't be in that low a number to where you can't find it. But it's a really cool cover. It's an awesome freaking cover. All right, in that same area, I went to Half Price Books, and I found this X-Force #116, first appearance of Dupe. This is I believe this is the newsstand cover. Just because this on the direct editions, I believe that there is a comics code stamp right up there, and this is missing. So this is a little bit rarer than the direct edition, or maybe it's not, and it's just kind of harder to find. But I found this for $4, and when I saw it, like, for $4, but it's the first appearance of Dupe, who's kind of like a fan favorite character, and this is the more rare version of this book. So, why not? For $4, I think that's a decent price. All right, what are we getting into next? This is Friday when I went shopping. I found Detective Comics 873. Found this in the 50-cent bin. This book it's a cool looking Jock cover. Awesome looking Jock cover. Got this for 50 cents. It usually goes for around I want to say $10 at the most. So for 50 cents, awesome. What else do we have here? We're moving on. Zatanna #16. This is a book that I really didn't want to pass up. I got this for $4. This has the potential to go for like around 15. I think there are some on eBay right now for like maybe 12 or something, like maybe for $12 or something like that. But this is an awesome Adam Hughes cover. Terrific looking Adam Hughes cover. And I think once Zatanna gets more popular, this will be one of those covers that's going to be really highly sought after. First and second off, this is the last issue of her series. So 9 times out of 10, this is a little bit lower print run than the other books. So this is a really good book to find. Like I said, nothing major going on, especially no no Bronze Age, no Silver Age stuff. If I could have found some, I would be showing it off. But I'm showing you what I find. All right. What else do we have here? I tell you what. Let's get into a market watch. Let's get into a market watch. Deadpool versus X-Force #1. I've showed you this book before. This book got real hot real quick. This was like a $20 book for like the longest time. And then like all of a sudden, I guess with the Deadpool movie coming out and it's a J. Scott Campbell cover, this book shot up to like $100, like that. And I had 2 copies of this, but over the summer, I believe I sold that second copy for like basically probably a little bit more than what I paid for it. So I'm just like, oh man, really? Oh, I could have had 2 copies. But hey, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Because I'm like super impatient. So I'll just like maybe either I'm really hesitant or I'm really impatient. Like I never can find that. Like when I sell a book, it's like I can never find that sweet spot, like that apex of when to sell it, because it's maybe I'll sell it way too early or way too late. So that's why I really don't like selling books all like that. But I do have this one, so I'm cool with that. And I still have these, my 4 copies of New Mutants #98. So yeah. I mean, hey, don't cry for me. Don't cry for me, Argentina. All right, let's get into these. Now, this is I've been collecting these like pretty much over the past 20 years. Now this, I believe this is the which one do I have? Okay, now this is the first one that I ever bought. Now this is from I bought this back in 2000. No, back in 2000. I bought this back in 1990. I want to say either 91 or 92. I believe it was 92. This was like maybe a year after the book came out. Now this book is well read. I've lent this book out like numerous times to friends just to read who were fans of Deadpool. But it's still in pretty good condition, I do have to say. Really decent shape. I remember getting this for $10. And I remember at the time, I was like, oh man, that's a lot. That's really steep. But really good buy. Probably in fine plus condition. And a lot of copies of... I know the copies that I have of New Mutants '98, it has that kind of... that mark right there, that little wheel line. Does that affect people that know? Does that really affect the grade all like that or not? I'm curious, but yeah, got this, and I believe this one. It was this one I picked up. This was my second copy that I had. I bought this back in 2009 for $15. And this one, I would say, is maybe about it. I definitely don't have any 9.8s. But this one is definitely, I would say, about probably, it's got to be at least a 9.2. At least a 9.2. It's really, can you see that? I know the glare is really bad, but yeah, probably like a 9.2. I bought this back in 2009. This was right before the Wolverine Origins movie came out and Deadpool got really popular. So I found this for $15. And I remember like when Deadpool got really hot after that, I was just like, oh crap, I got 2 copies. Oh, that's awesome. And then let's see, this had to have been... What was the copy that I bought? Okay, got this one. I want to say 2012. No. 2000. No. This was the copy that I bought. I bought this one. This was 2012, and I found this online for $40. And this is probably in VF condition. Now, the bottom here is a little warped. But hey, I'm fine with that. Got it for $40, and it's a newsstand copy. So I would be very inclined to just hold on to this one, just because it has the UPC on it. But yeah, really happy to have this. Got this for $40. I was actually gonna send the link to a friend of mine who didn't have a copy. I was gonna like, oh, why don't you buy this? But I wound up buying it myself. There are no friends when it comes to comic books. Trust me, there are no friends. All right, and next, and now this is the last copy that I bought. I bought this back in 2013. Got this for $40 as well, and this is in probably, I don't know. It's tough because this is like kind of jagged. See, it's kind of a little jagged right there, but the rest of the book is awesome. It could stand some pressing. It could stand some pressing, but I would not be inclined to sell these at all. I'd definitely be up for trading, like for a book of equal value. You know what I'm saying? Like just to outright sell it, I'm just not interested in that. But I'm definitely up for selling for for something of equal value. So yeah. All right, we're moving along. This is strictly in honor of the Deadpool movie coming out. So I am looking forward to it. So yeah, all right, got my copies ready. All right, we're moving along with a book that has been on my want list forever. Do you hear me? Forever. Ninjak, #1 gold. Ugh, how's the light on this? I don't like the light on that. But Ninjak #1 gold. Wow, I am so happy to have this book. Found this for I want to say $3 and like $5 shipping, so about $8 total, which is an awesome price for this book. I believe at this point, when it comes to like the early Valiant, those early Valiant variants, I believe I think I have a complete set now. I believe. I think either that or I'm 99, either I think 95% complete with those variants from like the early 90s. So I'm really happy. I think this completes the set. So I'm good. I am good. So but yeah, this book goes for like around 30. So found it for like around 8. So very happy. Very happy. Oh, I could stare at that one all day. So, this thing has been on my want list for years. Do you hear me? And it has eluded me for years. I really didn't want to like break down and pay $30 on eBay for it. I really did not want to do that. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Now this next story, this video is going a little long. Sorry about that. I should break this video up, but nah. It's been a long time. You guys can handle it. This next book is what is this? Daredevil 508. This is the second print variant. This book is really tough to find, like super tough. It has the potential to go for around 20. There are plenty of like $24 buy it nows on eBay. Got this for, I believe, pretty much close to cover price. For I think it was like maybe $3 or $4 or something like that. So yeah, found this 508 variant. Another Daredevil book from the same store. What is this? Dark Reign the List Daredevil, or Daredevil Dark Reign, whatever. But this is the #1 variant with Bullseye on it. I think this is like a 1 in 100 variant. At times it has gone for 40. It's not going for that right now. I found this for 10. I don't know. Probably it probably at this point goes for 20. But I figure it was a decent enough cover, and I think with Daredevil and Bullseye, the potential for Bullseye to be on the Daredevil TV show and all that kind of stuff. So this has a lot of potential. So I figured I'd pick it up. I wouldn't pass it up for $10. So also at this particular store, Young Avengers Presents #6. This is the first time Matt Fraction does Hawkeye, and you have an awesome Kate Bishop cover. I think this book is still going pretty strong. at I think around $15 or something like that. Maybe 10 on the low side, but this is still a good book to find. Got this for $1. What is this? What the hell is this? All new X-Men #1. No, what am I talking about? The X-Men #25, one in I believe 50 variant. Got it for $50. No, whatever. Whatevs. I found it. No big deal. But here's a really cool, really cool X23 cover. X23 number 15, the 1 in 50 50th anniversary variant. Now this one was on my list, but for some reason, I went to the store. This was like maybe 2.5 hours out of the way. And when I saw this book, it threw me off because the guy had 5 freaking copies of it in his long box. But the problem was he didn't have prices on them. So usually when a store doesn't have prices on their books, they'll just go and look on eBay and see what the book is going for. Now this book is going for like around, it can go for around 60 to 70. I've seen it go for as little as 25 to 30, but generally expect to pay 60 for something like this. The guy, he looked it up on eBay and he shot back a price of 20. So I'm like, okay, I can definitely live with 20 on this because I had actually been looking for it. So, and it's really cool to just knock books off of the want list. And for some reason, this book was on my want list as well. Thunderbolts #1. The Scotty Young variant. I don't know why this was on my want list. I don't know why, but I think I just like the cover so much. And the book has the potential to go for like around 20, and I picked this up for 10, so whatever. Oh, and when I was at that store, they did have a variant of this there, but I didn't realize that the price on this was so high that I just kind of passed it up like a dummy. So I was just like, I don't want to be stuck with another one of those copies. I'm gonna have to sell it for only $20 or something like that. So I didn't buy it. So I don't know if it would still be there or not. I don't know if I want to drive 2.5 hours to see. So it's not worth the drive. Sorry, Mercenite. It ain't worth the drive. Here's a book. Now, I picked this up for 20, which is steep because I already have this Walking Dead 100 second print, but this is pretty much the nicest copy that I've come across. And I figure once Negan becomes more popular, I can sell those lower grade copies for probably what I paid for this. So I figure I was just basically taking a chance on this one. All right. We're doing another market watch. I believe I've shown this book before. No, actually, no, I haven't. Suicide Squad #1 from the New 52. This is where we first see Harley on the Suicide Squad team. It was basically a stroke of genius. Like the New 52 did some things kind of jacked up, but the one thing that they did get right was putting Harley on the Suicide Squad. And I believe I picked this book up when it first came out, and this is a book that I found like maybe for $5 about a year ago. And I know either of these books will go for like maybe around $80 to $90. That book is that expensive right now. And probably one of the more expensive regular covers from the New 52. So, yeah, really happy to have these 2 books. Really happy. These 2 copies. So, yeah. So, in honor of the Suicide Squad trailer that came out a couple of weeks ago. Man, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done a video. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right. And I tell you what, let's wind down with a book. Catwoman #70. This is a really tough to find book. On eBay just yesterday, one went for $15, and that was at auction. So people are willing to spend $15 on this. Got this for $3, And last but not least, we have some more Valiant. We have some newer Valiant. Bloodshot #1. This is from the 2012 series. This potentially, I got this for 25. This is the 1 in 50 variant from Bloodshot. This is the very first, not like Bloodshot Reborn or Bloodshot Volume 2 or anything like that. This is the first Bloodshot series from the new Valiant. And this is 1 in 50 variant. Got this for $25. This does have the potential. This is the Asad Ribic, if I'm pronouncing his name right. That the 1 in 50 variant. How many times can I keep saying 1 in 50? But it's that variant, and I got it for 25. It can go for 50. And I think once Bloodshot even becomes even more popular, and we see something movie wise from these Valiant characters, this will definitely shoot up in value. And we have the variant for #2. Picked this up for, I think this was like $15. It can go for 20, so not a big deal. So that is my haul. I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna do my damnedest to try to find some more books and show off, and I do what I do. Okay, so thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.